as well, and we got the two heavyweights, Glasgow and Hendricken, battling it out once again for the state title. It'd be tough to repeat what happened yesterday, but we expect another fantastic game between these two programs.
Tip won by the purple on the kick out. Ozzie Harrison leaves for Buchanan, pulls up, hits the jumper. Marquise Buchanan, the senior, who will play football just behind us here at the Ryan Center, here at URI.
We saw Marquise yesterday exert himself a little more offensively, and he's coming out flying right away.
You see the athleticism right off the bat from Classical, how quickly they can react to the basketball and attack the person they're defending. Cameron Chin down low, spinning in the lane, up off the glass and in for Matthew Brock.
Good job by Matthew Brock. Alexis Del Judas playing defense on him. And the story was yesterday of Hendricken drawing 5 charges. Will Classical make that adjustment when they drive?
Cameron Chin, Matthew Brock, Easy Wally, David Lynch, Asmar Abdullah, the 5 on the floor for the Hawks. We'll give you the Classical after the Del Judas walk here. Marquise Buchanan, Alexis Del Judas, Elijah Nyakun, Everson St. Frank, and Azariah Harrison or Ozzie Harrison.
The other thing, too, of this Classical team, don't forget, they have multiple guys who can score, George.
Yeah, that's present. Buchanan has the first 2 points of the game. He had 23. Del Judas 18, St. Frank 16, and Harrison 14 yesterday.
Yeah, Lynch misses that shot. Lynch had a huge fourth quarter to put this Hawks team on his back.
Here's Harrison driving baseline and getting the layup. 4-2 Classical, 6:34. Now a steal by Del Judas. Driving hard to the hole, puts it up off the glass and in.
Boy, good job by both guys going hard to the hole.
6-2 Classical, 3 different players for the purple. 6:21 to go, first quarter.
I was impressed by Ozzie Harrison. It is a steal by St. Frank, the way he used his body.
St. Frank skip pass for Del Judas, goes up, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Cameron Chin trying to draw the charge, and Classical has that ability to jump stop, and they're doing a better job of it than LaSalle did yesterday when they had their heads down driving to the basket.
Slightly more athletic team tonight that Hendricken is facing. Hendricken already 0 for 2, including 0 for 1 in the playoffs against Classical. They got blown out early in their season and then lost a barn burner to Classical in the Division I semifinals. Del Judas misses the first. And now here they are meeting again for the 3rd time here in the state final.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody says you can't beat a team 3 times. Who says you can? I mean, film and logic and dictating again. Both these teams with short turnarounds from their games here yesterday.
Del Judas rattles home the second. It's 7-2 Classical. 6:11 to go here in the first quarter.
St. Frank was listed at 6'6" in the front of that press.
Cross-court pass, Buchanan plays safety. He's going to come up, slam it home, and listen to the crowd. 9-2 Classical.
Oh, Marquise Buchanan caught a tech yesterday for hanging on the rim.
Classical with a 9-2 run to start this game.
Yeah, again, at the front of that press, Everson St. Frank at 6'6" on the front, and showing his athleticism once again, Buchanan with the steal and the flush.
He basically played safety on that ball, came over, intercepted it, just went to another level with speed and slammed it home. And this time, unlike yesterday, we got whistled for a technical for quote-unquote hanging on the rim. He let go quickly.
Yeah, it was a safety issue, I believe, yesterday as well. That shouldn't have been called. But
Ezzy Wally will defer for Abdullah. Skip pass to the block. Lynch, pass up top, deflected by Buchanan, stolen by St. Frank. St. Frank for Buchanan. And he'll hold and set the offense.
It's tough for Asmir Abdullah to guard Buchanan.
Buchanan shot a little too strong. Rebounded by Matthew Brock on the far side. Pass in the middle of the court. Wally traveled. Buchanan wanted to punch that ball out of his hand. He saw the pass coming. Couldn't do it, but didn't have contact, so there was no foul.
Good job at Classical's defense. You're in a 1-2-2 trap, and you're forcing them right down the middle. Outside the corners of doom, you don't want to go into the teeth of that defense.
St. Frank for Del Judas. Ozzie Harrison for 3. Off the front iron, won't go. Strong rebound there for Cameron Chin. Wally will push. He's going to try to go coast to coast. Lays it up. Got partially blocked by St. Frank. Here's Nyakun with the loose ball. Buchanan picks up his head. Cross-court pass. Ozzie Harrison for 3. Yes!
The microwave.
5 points for Harrison. 12-2 run for Classical to start this game. And now Abdullah loses the basketball, regains possession. Lynch for Wally for three. Off the iron, won't fall. Nyakun the rebound.
Well, if you're a Hendricken, you better hold your breath there as Classical. A few more buckets here, and you're in danger mode already here in the first quarter.
St. Frank at the elbow. Spitting in the lane. Gets contact. He'll go to the line for two.
I think you said it best, George. This Classical team is athletic at all 5 spots.
First foul against Asmar Abdullah. And Everson St. Frank will go to the line. St. Frank, 16 points yesterday for the Purple.
Yeah, he's a solid player, the junior. He's long, and they're all listed as guards, which to me is hysterical.
Yeah. Yeah. In preparing my boards for today, I saw that everybody's a guard. I'm like, I'm not even going to mark them as a guard. I'm just going to give the classes.
What kind of forces, we talked yesterday, Alexis Del Judas is actually a guard to list as a play forward.
But he's athletic enough to do so. Lynch toward, dangerous pass for Matthew Brock, but it completes. Brock spitting off. We're going to get a foul against Del Judas. That'll be his first, the first against the Purple.
You can't reach in if you're going to go after that ball. You got to go in with 2 hands, especially with the defender having his back to you.
Kamani Batista will check in. Matthew Brock will check out for the Hawks, who trail 12-2 with 3:55 to go here in the first quarter.
We were missed to mention that Governor Dan McKee is still sitting here courtside.
Still here. He was here at the start of the girls' game earlier, and he took in the unified game that was played between the 2 games.
Man of the people.
Yeah. Lynch for Abdullah. 19 on the shot clock for the Hawks. Abdullah trying to direct the offense. He has Wally up top with him. Defer to him. Back for Abdullah. 10 on the shot clock for the Hawks. Lob pass inside, denied by Harrison. Outlet for Del Judas. He's going to catch it over his shoulder, and he'll have to wait for some help. Backing his defender down. Now dribbles to the three-point line. Up fakes. Pushes off the defender. Gives it off for Nyakun. 23 on the shot clock for the Purple. Buchanan crossing over. Driving the lane. We're going to get a foul against Abdullah. That's his second. Something tells me they're going to keep attacking him.
Yeah, and there's also, I'm wondering at some point in time, I don't know if Hendricken's ready for it, when they run that set, too, where they pinch the guards on the inside screen and Buchanan penetrates and throws the lob to St. Frank as well. They've run that very effectively here. There's a lot of high screens, does Classical, but even though you mentioned that interior pass right there, the athleticism of Classical, that ball couldn't even get in there.
Lopes checks in for the Hawks. And then a 3-ball by Azzy Harrison to connect. He's up to 8 points here in this first quarter.
Doing 6 straight on back-to-back threes.
And a travel by Ezzy Wally. And a turnover, and it'll be Classical basketball with 2:54 to go here. A 15-2 run for the Purple to start this game.
Here's the other thing, too. We had talked about, off the air after the game last night. What's Hendricken have left after that exciting victory last night? A lot of emotions.
Yeah, really the only game that wasn't close was the Classical game against Rogers in yesterday's 4 semifinals. And Hendricken literally down to the very last second on a buzzer-beating 3 by Wally. We're going to get a reach-in foul against Matthew Brock. That'll be his first, or at least it should be against Brock. We'll see who they officially whistle. It's going to be against Cameron Chin, his second.
Again, Hendricken trying to draw the charge, and a moving body is a moving body, and that's a block all day long.
Mike Paquette will check in as Wally will check out. Paquette played very good minutes yesterday for the Hawks.
Solid player.
Off the inbound, it's Del Judas. 2:30 to go here, first quarter. Del Judas drives, he'll kick out. St. Frank going to use his speed, jump stop in the lane, puts it up, won't go. Rebounded by Chin. He's going to outlet, and here comes Brock. Brock up and under and gets the layup.
Boy, great move by Matthew Brock with Marquise Buchanan in pursuit.
Nyakun, cross court. St. Frank, catch and shoot. Got it!
The basket is as big as Scarborough Beach. Everything's dropping in right now for Classical.
Cross court, it's Lopes. He's still behind the timeline for Paquette. Baseball pass It's going to go. Good Euro step and a basket for Brock. Brock has scored all 6 of the Hawks' points this quarter.
Yeah, good move by Brock. Good job breaking the press by the Hawks.
Ozzie Harrison, block, basket, and the foul. 10 first quarter points for Ozzie Harrison. It's going to be a foul against Paquette. That's the 5th foul against Bishop Hendricken. 20-6 Classical over the Hawks here in the first quarter.
Yesterday they were Chargers. Today they're not. You know, it's just moving feet and falling back a little bit. And Classical now with the opportunity to get this lead back to 15 points.
Off the front iron is Ozzie Harrison. Rashawn Villain checks in for the Hawks. Mike Paquette bringing it up court. Quickly crosses the timeline before Classical changes its mind for a press. Final 87 seconds of the first quarter. Classical by 14. Lynch for 3 straight away, in and then out. Rebounded by Brock. Paquette in the lane. He'll kick out for Wally, who will reset the offense.
Well, Matthew Brock single-handedly keeping his Hendricken team in this game.
Wally, near wing, up top for Villain. Now it's Paquette. Fakes the entry pass, dribbles around. Wally for 3. Got it. He's no stranger to big threes. He's the one who hit the 3 at the buzzer to put Bishop Hendricken into this game.
Yeah, you know, good patience that time by Hendricken as they weren't rushed because Classical did not press.
Entry for Del Judas. Triple team, doesn't matter. He'll get the basket.
Boy, he uses his body so well. Back seal.
Villain, top of the key. Paquette will defer for Wally. Final 23 seconds. There's a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Game clock at 15. Wally for 3. Yes! Back-to-back threes for the junior guard.
A good shot by Wally as he was challenged by Del Judas.
Nyakun for Del Judas for 3. Off the iron, won't go. 1 second and 0. End of the first quarter. And what a first quarter. 1 quarter Classical with a 10-point lead over the Hawks.
A good quarter. I mean, good job. Easy Wally heating up a little bit. And, you know, Matthew Brock and Wally did all their scoring. Each with 6.
Both with 6 points. We were talking off the air. Classical, without the press, were sitting back a little more, and Hendricken felt a little more confident running their half-court offense. You could still put pressure without a press, and that's going to cause problems for Hendricken like they're doing here.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's a good observation by you, George. They have to find a way to create pressure without pressing.
Paquette spinning in the lane, puts it up, and gets the basket.
Well, good presence by Mike Paquette in traffic and in trouble.
Del Judas trapped but able to break it. It's Ozzie Harrison back for Del Judas, and Marquise Buchanan says, hey, let's slow it down. Just underway second quarter, 22-14 Classical over Bishop Hendricken, the boys championship here from the Ryan Center. We're going to get a travel against Marquise Buchanan. He's going to say the basketball, he's going to try to say the basketball was held, but
yeah, he tried to shoot the gap there between 2 Hendricken defenders and jump step and 1 extra step too many for the very talented Rhodey Bound senior.
6:55 to go. Trap at the sideline. Broken by Paquette with a pass for Wally. Back for Paquette. Good pass for Lynch. Spins and puts it up off the glass and in. There was a mismatch with Ozzie Harrison on him, and they took advantage.
Yeah, good recognition by Lynch right there on the entry pass, and Lynch sealed up on him. The ball went down the tunnel again. Who's going to come out with it this time? I think it's Dan.
For the life of me, I can't figure out why they don't just have a backup basketball. It is Dan.
Yesterday, there was a rack out there today. Remember yesterday in the second half, the ball rolled under the bleachers underneath us, and it was a problem just getting it retrieved.
Del Judas goes cross court. Not sure what Paquette was looking at. He could have stolen that ball. Instead, it's Nyakun for Buchanan. Hesitates, drives the lane. Traveling violation. Hendricken basketball.
Lynch trying to draw the charge, and Buchanan with the extra step gets called for the travel.
22-16, Classical over Hendricken. 6:23 to go, second quarter. Classical started this game on a 15-2 run. Paquette.
I think at some point in time, too, Marquise Buchanan has the opportunity to take over this game.
Lynch for three from the corner, and he'll connect.
For Classical, the ball's going to have to be in his hands.
5 points for Lynch. Azzy Harrison in the corner. Marked closely by Rashawn Villain. It's Buchanan. Lead is cut to 3. 5:54 to go here, second quarter.
11-4 run now by the Hawks.
Harrison for Nyakun. Nyakun hesitates, drives the lane, misses the layup. David Lynch with the strong rebound. Has Villain on the outlet, instead gives it for Wally. Wally's jump stop, kicks back. Paquette from the corner. Got it.
Michael Paquette off the bench, giving them some good minutes and 4 points.
He had 6 off the bench yesterday. He's got 4 off the bench today. 1 point lead for Classical, 22-21, 5:18 to go first half. Harrison bumped, and he'll go to the line for 3. You have to let the shooter land, and because he didn't, he got whistled for the foul. That's Matthew Brock.
So if there's only one thing that's wrong, 1, 2, 3, 4. They were 1 for 5 free throws prior to this. Here's the other thing, too, though. Now that Hendricken is scoring, they can get into their full-court defense and try to slow Classical down, and that's exactly the pace that they want to play, a low, mid-50s kind of game.
Harrison hits the first. Well, that's what they had in the Division I semifinal game, where the score was only 46-43, if I'm not mistaken. It was a low-scoring game, but that played to Bishop Hendricken's strength. The first game, Classical was able to run and gun, and that was the blowout game. Harrison hits the second.
71-46, if I'm not right. But both those games were also played at Classical.
Right.
Not the biggest floor, and a lot of purple banners hanging up there.
Harrison will hit all 3 free throws. 13 points for the sophomore. He's 1 point shy of his semifinal output yesterday. Lopes, Lynch, Paquette. Drives, stops, kicks for Brock. 3 off the back iron. Rebound by Lopes, but we're going to get a foul first on the ground. Is that against Buchanan? It is.
There's another thing, too. You notice on the 1-2-2 trap that Buchanan is now not on the wing anymore. Del Judas has flip-flop places with him. So that skip pass that they stole earlier for the slam now is not taking place.
Right. Same front on Paquette, who's directing traffic. 4:47 to go, second quarter. Entry pass for Lynch on the block. Working 1-on-1 against Buchanan. Fadeaway jumper. Won't go. Ball batted around. Strong rebound ever since then, Frank. And here comes Buchanan for the purple. Eludes one defender. Crosses over on one. Splits 3. Misses the layup. Wally pushing. Behind the back dribble. In the lane. He's going to elude the defender and lay it in.
A great athletic move right there by Easy Wally. He finished. Marquise Buchanan did not.
Yeah, the presence of mind to kind of wrap his body around Del Judas. We're going to get a foul on Matthew Brock trying to get the steal, but what athleticism by St. Frank to get high up there. That 6'6" frame of his, able to let him to get up there.
Secure that basketball. Go grab that basketball with 2 hands.
St. Frank should go to the line for a 1-and-1, and he will. I think Nyakun was going to give St. Frank a rest, but since St. Frank is shooting, Nyakun has to wait.
6-man rotation for the purple.
Yeah.
Bobby Palazzo, the Classical AD, was telling us that Classical purposely at one point this year played back-to-back games in case they got into this situation.
That's smart. I know college teams do it to prepare for the NCAA tournament.
You don't know how you guys are going to act, what their legs are going to be like, and mentally of what we need to work on, and how to take care of your bodies physically as well.
Wally far wing. It's 25-23, Classical over Bishop Hendricken. 3:47 to go. Wally, Lynch for three. Got it with a hand in his face.
Well, they climbed the ladder and have finally caught and taken the lead. David Lynch now with 8 in this quarter alone.
1 point lead for Hendricken, 26-25. In the lane is St. Frank, and he protects the basketball and finishes.
Boy, great job by Evanston St. Frank to answer right there. You're right. He tucked that ball in his hip. Big, long step. Good finish.
.3:11 to go here. First half. Paquette at the URI logo. Classical by 1, 27-26. They've led by as much as 13 in this first half. Wally up fakes. Gets a screen. Steps back. Defers for Batista. Now Paquette far side. He's going to drive the lane, stop, spin, turn, shoot, misses. Villain underneath the offensive rebound and putback.
We saw got some good minutes out of Villain yesterday coming off the bench. Nice putback by Rushan Villain.
Azzy Harrison for three. That won't go. Long rebound for Villain. He outlets for Wally. Wally up the court. Jump stop. Jumper. Off the glass and in.
I didn't hear him call bank, but it's the largest lead of the game for Hendricken.
30-27. Skip past St. Frank. Drives hard to the hole. Can't finish. Wally crosses the timeline. Slows things down. Lynch catch and shoot and transition. Off the iron. Won't fall. This place would have blew the roof off if he would have got it. Buchanan regains possession. Crossing over. Azzy Harrison for three. Got it. 16 points for Harrison. We're all tied up at 30. 1:50 to go first half.
Well, everything you would expect in a championship game.
Whew. Paquette across the timeline, double teamed, and he smartly calls timeout, but he did push off. The official.
Easy Wally, David Lynch, and Michael Paquette's getting some very good minutes off the bench for Asmir Abdullah, who has 2 fouls.
It's Paquette with the basketball far side, now dribbles toward the middle of the court. 90 seconds left in the first half. Rashawn Villain, far wing. Up top for Paquette. Leaves there for Wally. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to scoop, score, and the foul. 12 for Wally here in the first half.
Boy, easy Wally using his athleticism. Gets to the basket. He turned the corner. He had a step on Azzy Harrison, and Harrison picks up the foul, I believe.
It was. It's his first foul, only the third team foul against Classical. Wally will hit the free throw. He's got 13 points here in the first half. Harrison for three. Off the back iron, won't go. Tapped out. They're going to say Jordan Duke went over the back.
Tough to call the angle. Just because you go up, he doesn't necessarily make contact with it, but the third ref has the angle on that, and he's down there, and we're, again, 35 feet away.
Final 74 seconds of the first half. Paquette for Wally. Wally gets it across the timeline for Lynch, who returns the pass. Now it's Paquette near side. Final 60 seconds. Hendricken just waiting to run this half-court offense. Screen coming from Lynch. Wally uses it. Right-hand dribble, crossing over in the lane, trying to stop a pop. Buchanan knocked it out. Outlet pass for Buchanan. Is going to use his speed. That should be a foul as he was wrapped up by Paquette. Buchanan's asking for a flagrant, and he's not going to get it. Yes, Buchanan's signaling to the official, hey, he bear-hugged me. What's going on here?
Hey, starting Chris Bohack, one of the more veteran officials around here as well. There was no attempt made on the ball, and theoretically, that was a dangerous situation physically if Buchanan up in the air.
Right. More than anything, the safety of all players.
Right.
Safety of all players, but
Paramount, not only here, but the NFHS network preaches that. The NFHS period, besides the network, NFHS Learn, there's a lot of courses on there about safety and.
Yep, one of the prerequisite courses courses, if you're a coach here in Rhode Island, is concussion in sports, which is a big deal. 6 points for Buchanan after those 2 free throws. Classical cuts the lead to 1, 33-32. 37 seconds left, second quarter, excuse me.
Now Buchanan back on the nose of the press. They put St. Frank down low.
Villain should have went to the hoop. Instead, he spun out and now killing some more clock.
7-second difference between the shot and the game.
20 on the game clock. Paquette. Batista crossing over. Will leave for Wally. 5 on the shot clock for the Hawks. He's going to take a deep 3 and airball it.
You know, that's what, believe it or not, we thought was going to happen last night when he took that last shot.
Yeah.
In desperation.
Yes. Buchanan up the court. Ball slapped away. Final 3 seconds. Up fake. Jumper for St. Frank, which won't go. And that's the end of the first half. Classical opened with a 15-2 run to start. However, it's Hendricken with a 33-32 lead at the half. In the boys' championship game from the Ryan Center. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have Governor Dan McKee, Mike Lunny, Executive Director of the RIAL, just all phenomenal people for these high school kids, not just for the state themselves, but Ruby, the work he does in the Projo for the kids. Governor Dan McKee enabling things to open up and have crowds and maskless and playing. And, of course, Mike Lunny and his staff at the RIAL. Catch and shoot off the break. St. Frank and 1.
As I would say, all great advocates for student athletes and kids here in the state of Rhode Island, and, you know, we're here because of them.
So Asmar Abdullah starting the second half and promptly gets whistled for his 3rd foul, and here comes Matthew Brock to replace him.
Yeah, Mike Paquette is in the game, stays in the game.
Yeah, Paquette started the half instead of Brock, and Brock will check in with Abdullah with 3 fouls.
That's smart coaching by Jamal Gomes. Just because the kid's supposed to come off the bench, he's playing well, you leave the kid in there.
St. Frank misses the 3-point opportunity play. But despite that, Classical has a 1-point lead, 34-33, just underway, second half from the Ryan Center.
Marquise Buchanan is now guarding David Lynch on the defensive end.
That was a change late in the first half. It worked, although it only happened the last 15 seconds of the first half, so there's that. Wally drives. We're going to get a foul.
Oh, he tripped on his own.
I don't know where the foul came from. They're going to call Nyakun for a foul? Yeah, Elijah Nyakun, his team's first against the Classical.
Listen, again, officiating is not an easy thing, and they take a brunt of everybody's. You're not going to please everybody, but it looked like the kid tripped on his own.
And if you believe in that kind of stuff, the basketball gods, Wally misses the first free throw.
I do believe in that stuff, by the way.
Second attempt here for Wally, and he'll connect. Puts him up to 14 points. Buchanan had a punch, but they're going to say Lynch, as he touched it, had a foot out of bounds, so it'll be Classical basketball. Lynch,
Lynch, you're right.
Lynch thought he was going to get whistled for a foul, and the official's like, no, buddy, your foot was out of bounds when you touched the ball. And Lynch was like, oh, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, right. His facial expression was priceless.
Nyakun up top for Buchanan. Buchanan for Del Judas. They'll play catch. Buchanan gets a screen. St. Frank was looking for it as he rolled into the paint. Good spin move by Harrison. Goes baseline. Misses a jumper, though. Brock the rebound. Outlets for Paquette, who's up the court with some speed. Baseball pass to the corner. Deep 3 for Cameron Chin. Can't get it. Good box out and rebound by Matthew Brock.
And he was an understatement. He was at the timeline at the 28-foot line.
Paquette. Pass stolen. Here comes Buchanan. Two-hand flush.
You notice now Marquise not even coming close to the rim on those slams.
Yeah, he's just going to dunk it and keep going.
Uh-oh.
An outlet again for Buchanan. A little too far. He'll save it. Great athletic play. St. Frank up top. Nyakun. Harrison for 3. Got it! 19 for Harrison.
Boy, Azzy Harrison, no fear for the sophomore. Just give me the ball and lock and load.
Paquette traveled. Yes, he did. It'll be Classical basketball, 39-34. 5:50 to go here, third quarter.
So now Classical has put a run on top of Hendricken. How does Hendricken answer?
Well, for starters, Jamal Gomes is going to send Asmar Abdullah back on the floor.
3 fouls or not, you need a little more offense. Or maybe defense athletically, too.
Sure.
Mike Paquette is a very good ball player, but does not have the size that Abdullah has.
Good give and go underneath St. Frank. He traveled before anything. It'll be Bishop Hendricken basketball. 5:39 to go, third quarter.
His feet kind of got stuck going through traffic right there and got called for the travel. I don't even know if he had possession of the basketball, to be honest with you. John Kavanaugh's talking to the ref right now saying, was that a track? Yeah, it was. And he gave him a pat on the back, said, all right.
Skip pass for Wally. He's going to drive the lane with some speed. Spins, right hand off the glass and in.
Great body control by Easy Wally right there. He caught his body in multiple ways, but he's strong with the basketball to the hole.
Del Judas with the step. Skip pass for Nyakun in the lane. Strip. Kicks out St. Frank. Now Buchanan. Straight away three. Got it! 11 for Buchanan. Runs it up to 42-36 Classical with 4:52 to go.
Yeah, no panic there by Buchanan. He said, all right, he was actually open. Nobody challenged him, so he shot the ball. Had a good look.
Abdullah working one-on-one against Del Judas. He'll give it for Wally. Wally asks for a screen. David Lynch will give it to him. So Buchanan and St. Frank swap defensively. Wally trying to get past Buchanan. Can't do so. Lost the dribble. Del Judas went in. Try to tie him up. Jump ball. It'll remain Hawks basketball. 4 on the shot clock for Bishop Hendricken.
Yeah, good job by the officials as well, calling the jump ball on that. There was no reach. 8 guys hand fighting for the ball. David Lynch also has been very quiet here again this quarter. As you just mentioned, Buchanan and St. Frank taking turns, and now Del Judas will got him coming on the inbound. Nope, they switch.
Catch and shoot. Lynch at the buzzer, and he'll hit it. 11 for David Lynch.
Boy, good job by Lynch as Classical switched, and St. Frank didn't close out enough and gave Lynch a clean look.
Harrison in the lane. He'll kick out. Del Judas sees the lane wide open. He'll drive and lay it in.
Nice hesitation dribble by Alexis Del Judas right there.
He thought about taking a 3 from the wing, and he saw the lane wide open and just bursted through the open lane. Chin, good play by Buchanan. Kicked back out, but it went right to David Lynch. We're going to get a block. Basket and a foul. It's a foul against Nyakun.
I don't think there was anything there, but Nyakun's going to get called for the foul. Buchanan did the right thing trying to punch the ball out. He just punched it out right to Lynch. And Lynch, nice strong finish.
Trying to cut the lead to 2 with 3:48 to go here in the third quarter.
Five straight points for Lynch, right?
Misses off the front iron. Outlet pass for St. Frank. What a catch over the shoulder. What a block by Wally. And then he's going to get fouled by Azzy Harrison. And St. Frank is slow to get up.
Good job by Matthew Brock helping him up as well from Hendricken.
Rashawn Verlaine in. Cameron Chin out for Bishop Hendricken.
Wally with his athleticism, he got up there.
Whew. St. Frank was trying to slam that ball home, and Wally's hand was literally above the rim, preventing that from happening.
The largest crowd we've had all weekend here.
They're in for a treat. 3:20 to go, third quarter. 3-point lead for Classical. Wally crossing over, pulls up, tries to pretend like he got hit by a sniper shot by that body motion. Instead, the refs don't buy it. It's Buchanan. Crossing over, driving the lane, in the hole, lays it in.
Body control. Great job by Marquise Buchanan right there.
You're more apt to get a foul call by not doing that.
Right.
Oh, and then there's a foul against Everson St. Frank on that.
The other thing, too, like when you're out in the open, as that was right on the roadie logo, right at mid-court, that third official now has a clean look at that right there, where in traffic you might be able to get away with stuff like that.
Wally off the inbound, 2:49 to go, third quarter. Classical by 5, 46-41. Drive to the hole, Wally kicks out, up fake by Abdullah. He's going to drive the lane, lays it up with the left hand, won't go. Buchanan the rebound, looking to push. Good skip pass for Del Judas, who will lay it up and in.
Boy, Classical's going to need Del Judas to start scoring. He does. He has 9 now.
4 here in this third quarter.
And here's where Class can be so dangerous in sports, because you have 5 guys on the floor, all who can score for you.
7-point lead for Classical. They've led by as much as 13 in the first half. 2:13 to go here in the third quarter.
He's trying to run a variation of the flex offense, trying to get David Lynch and Wally free.
Lynch stops at the free throw line, pulls up, jumper won't go. Del Judas the rebound for Classical.
We talk about it all the time, Coach. He rebound that ball at its apex.
Del Judas goes coast to coast and lays it in for point number 11.
Well, the ability to handle the basketball and rebound the basketball. That's just Del Judas. He can score right and left.
Abdullah crosses over. We're going to get a foul against Del Judas. That's his second, the 5th against Classical.
Yeah, I think Wally maybe crossed him up a little bit, and he got him with the body.
50-41, 9-point lead for Classical. Minute 40 to go here in the third quarter. I think David Lynch has a scratch on his arm that's bleeding, so he's going to have to come off the floor.
Surprised that usually you have to sub somebody in here.
Yeah, what's going on here? Usually the sub has to come in. We saw this in the girls' game. Samira Pina had to go out of the game. What?
Yeah, I've never. I think you'd have to sub a player in, or I think he has a time limit in the Hornets game, so he's back on the floor.
Okay. Minute 40 to go here, third quarter. 9-point lead for Classical.
Just when you thought you saw it all, right?
Yeah. Lynch, top of the key, right-hand dribble. Working against Del Judas. Abdullah up fakes a 3. Double team, spins out of it. Up top for Cameron Chin at the Rhode Island logo. Abdullah, left-hand dribble, pushes off of Buchanan. Kicks it back for Wally. 10 on the shot clock. No, that's okay. Very good defense by Classical. Wally against Buchanan. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to go crazy. Basket and the foul for Wally.
I think Izzy Harrison is, Nyakun.
That's his third.
Nyakun was just trying to get out of the way, and great athleticism, though, once again, by Easy Wally.
Jordan Duke will check in. I'm not a fan of players going in out of control and getting the foul call.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Doesn't matter who happens, doesn't matter on what team.
Right.
If you're out of control, you shouldn't get the benefit of that foul call.
Right, and that wasn't one of those ones like under the basket.
Lynch on the steal, blocked by Del Judas. Wally underneath, we're going to get a foul. Who's the foul on? Is it Harrison or Del Judas?
It's going to be, I think, on Izzy Harrison.
It is. That's his third. And all of a sudden, Bishop Hendricken's in the bonus.
It's a long way to be shooting free throws, so you get 9 minutes, right?
7 team fouls for Classical, 1 for Bishop Hendricken. And you're right, 9 minutes and free throws from here on out for Bishop Hendricken.
And both teams are playing the same style of game.
Wally misses. Verlaine had the ball go off his hands. Cross-court pass up ahead. Harrison up fakes, lays it up and in.
Boy, great look down caught by Del Judas and a great finish by Izzy Harrison.
Back the other way. Abdullah with the layup. He misses. Classical pushing with Buchanan. Harrison spins off. Buchanan thought about a deep 3. He really did think about it. Now he'll take it. And he's short. Lynch the rebound. Outlets for Abdullah. Stops. 3 in transition. Rattles in and then out. Verlaine flying through, but it's Buchanan who gets the rebound and will get a foul. And is it Lynch or is it Verlaine? It's Lynch.
Yeah, good job right there by Marquise Buchanan rebounding right there.
Mike Paquette enters. Asmar Abdullah will have a seat for Hendricken. Final 24 seconds of the third quarter. Del Judas.
You get your end of quarter stuff here, and you probably go with 8 or 9 seconds left.
Del Judas and Buchanan play catch. Buchanan skip pass underneath for St. Frank. He lost it. Wally comes away with it. Mishandles the basketball, gets it underneath, but before anything happens, it's a travel on Cameron Chin, but the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the third quarter. Classical, 52. Bishop.
Offense that has an 8-point lead for Classical right here.
Yeah, so far be it for me to be a mathematician here, but 20 seems to be a magic number for both of these teams here in this quarter. Buchanan crossing over in the lane, lays it up, and can't get the basket to fall. Ball loose, batted around, grabbed there by Lynch, somehow held his pivot foot. Wally dribbles up court and slows things down.
A good rebound by Lynch in traffic.
Paquette driving, kicks back for Wally. 7:29 to go, fourth quarter. We're just underway here from the Ryan Center. In the lane, kicking out. Paquette thought about a catch and shoot, lost the handle, jump stop in the lane, fades away, hits the jumper.
Paquette really lucky right there. He lost the handle on the basketball.
Baseball pass by Buchanan, a little too high for Jordan Duke, who has a bit of a, this is no offense, is a bit of a thicker body and isn't as athletic as maybe an Elijah Nyakun, who's on the bench with 3 fouls.
Yeah, and Jordan stopped running on that play, and Marquis said, hey, man, just keep on going. I'll get you the ball. Don't worry about that.
52-46, Classical over Hendricken. 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Wally crossed the timeline just at the 10th second. Wow. I got to tell you, that was very close, and that ball must have crossed over right at the 10-second mark.
I looked up, there was 25 on the clock. And just very laissez-faire.
Paquette out for Wally. 7 on the shot clock for the Hawks. Wally working one-on-one against Del Judas. He's going to cross over, kick out, deep 3 for Chin. Got it!
He was on the C on Ryan Center with Cameron Chin.
Whew, what a 3. He's going to trim the lead here with 6:20 to go in the fourth quarter. 52-49. Buchanan slices through the lane. Can't hit the layup. Second time he hasn't finished. Buchanan's down. Back the other way comes Wally. He's going to have a reverse layup that won't go. Ball gets picked up. Del Judas outlets for Buchanan. Limps his way to the lane. Gives it for St. Frank, who's fouled, but Buchanan's still limping.
Yeah, Buchanan, if he was usually by himself right there, he would have probably dunked it, but just got the ball into St. Frank. Trying to walk it off. Again, second time in a row that Marquise went with his left hand to the basket, and second time it rolls in and out.
He's holding on to his hip. Maybe a bruise on his hip, a small bruise. We don't know. We're not going to speculate. St. Frank misses the first. But there's no way that he was going to come out of this game. John Kavanaugh didn't even pretend to send someone to the scorer's table.
No, he's not coming out of this game. He's going to finish what he started. You know, you're in the air, you contort it a lot, you can land on your hip, you twist.
St. Frank hits 1 of 2, up to 8 points now on the evening for Everson St. Frank. 53-49, Classical over Hendricken. 5:52 to go, fourth quarter. Wally gets a screen from Lynch. He's going to drive the baseline. We're going to get a blocking foul on Jordan Duke first. His second, team's 8th, but Wally will go to the line for 101.
Yep. Every foul here on out is an opportunity. We saw it yesterday in the Ponte Ganser girls game where they caught up and they, again, 12 out of 16 coming home.
And it also helped propel them in the game this afternoon, being able to hit those free throws. Wally misses the first, rebounded by Ozzie Harrison. He's going to spin off his defender. And Everson St. Frank will bring it across the court to Duke at the top of the key. Now Del Judas, now Buchanan. Still moving, but still moving slowly and slightly gingerly as Buchanan. He'll get it far wing, crossing over, spins off the defender. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to go up hard. Basket in the foul. And he takes 2 defenders with him.
Yeah, good call by the official right there. The defender slid under him, and the basket's going to be good for Marquise Buchanan.
Who are they going to blow the whistle on? It's going to be against Chin, his third. Buchanan to the line to complete a 3-point play. Takes a moment to kind of regather himself and take a deep breath here. He is yet to see the bench since the game has started.
Yesterday, John Cavanaugh had the opportunity to give him some rest here and there.
Buchanan will rattle it home. 16 now for Buchanan. He had 23 yesterday in the semifinal.
More importantly, they scored their first basket of the fourth quarter here at 5:20 in.
Wally, cross court for Paquette.
We talk about that 6 to 3 minute range of, okay, what are you going to do in 4-minute splits? I think every possession here on out is gold with 5 minutes to go in the contest.
Yeah, you can't afford to come up empty either side, really. Wally, crossing over, 7 on the shot clock. Good move, goes baseline, fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, he tucked that ball into his left, and he went hard to the basket. What I mean by that, we always talk about that golden 3 minutes in between 6 and 3, and just keep yourself here or try to pull away. But we had too many empty trips, an empty trip 2 or 3 in a row here, and the other guys make a run, either pull away or come back into the game. So
Wally will hit the first. 19 points now for Wally. He eclipses his 18-point performance last night. And, of course, including that game-winning 3 at the buzzer to propel Hendricken to this game.
We still talk about that off the air.
Wally will rattle both home up to 20 points now. And we'll get a timeout here, and we'll take one alongside with them. 4:49 to go, fourth quarter. Classical 56, Hendricken 51.
If you got to do something here, set something on the last 4:49.
In the first game, we saw Juanita Sanchez coach Corey Brown call it just to give his players rest. Azzy Harrison out in front of the pack, and he hits the layup.
Azzy Harrison with 23 now. Way to get ahead of the pack.
Game high 23 for Azzy Harrison, the sophomore.
When you win things, it's somebody not out of the ordinary, but somebody steps up, and today it's been Azzy Harrison to this point. If class doesn't hold on in those last 4 minutes.
Wally with 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Drives, kicks out. Paquette lost the dribble, regains it in the lane. Jumper falls.
Boy, Mike Paquette, and that's going to be a warning right there against Hendricken.
Sure is. Asmar Abdullah. Boy, hang on a second here. There was a stoppage in play because your team has a delay a game warning, and you allow them to do the substitution?
That substitution now come in.
Buchanan, Nyakun for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Harrison, put back. 25 for Harrison. I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't care what team did it. I'm just trying to figure that out.
I don't think that sub's supposed to come in, but regardless, he did. And great putback by Harrison down the other end.
Abdullah, 3:40 to go here, fourth quarter. 7-point lead for Classical. Lynch straight away. Off the back iron, won't fall. Rebound by Nyakun. Nyakun shrugs off a defender, spins off. He's going to get fouled first. Nope. We're going to get a 30-second timeout from Coach John Cavanaugh. We'll stay here with you. 3:30 to go here, fourth quarter, 7-point lead for Classical.
So here you go now, early in the first half. In the first half, when it was, I think, 20-20, that Paquette took the timeout here at half court. That's where you save your timeouts. Down the stretch when you need them and you're in trouble. And as a coach, I mean, listen, you always tell you guys, hey, you're in trouble, call timeout. But later in the game, yes. Early in the game, that's a burn.
Yeah. I mean, that's a coaching philosophy, I guess, 101. But that's clock awareness. That's something you got to teach your players, right? You can't always rely on the players to have the coach have the wherewithal. Right. Just look at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
For one, a professional team, yeah. Right?
I guess, at the end of the day, they are kids.
Yes.
And when you get caught up in things, Michigan. Timeout when
Well,
you don't have one.
yeah. That's a great example. Although I did see something where it zoomed in at the end of the bench. One of the bench players was telling him to call a timeout too. So, but again, that's on Steve Fisher. You're coming out of that timeout. You got to tell them you can't call a timeout. We don't have any left. Aaron pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Hawks basketball. 3:07 to go, fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was between Nia Kuhn and Alexis Del Judas.
Not often you're going to see that on this classical team where they have such great nonverbal communication and they are so comfortable with where each other are going to be. That doesn't happen often. Abdullah, far wing. 2:57 to go here, fourth quarter. He's going to pull up and take a three off the front iron. Won't go. Buchanan the rebound. And he'll bring up court.
A hoop here by Classical pushes this to 9.
Buchanan going strong, up and under. Oh, it rolled out. Wally up ahead for Lynch. Lynch, again, acting like there was a sniper in the Ryan Center, bouncing back. And then immediately Coach Jamal Gomes throwing his hands up, officiating crew is saying, nope, that's not happening tonight. Wally in the lane gets a tough jumper.
Just like that, it's a 4-point swing if you think about it. That basket gets made.
Buchanan from the elbow. Yes, sir. 18 for Buchanan. 62-55. 2:07 to go, fourth quarter. Lynch trying to use his speed to go baseline, and he'll hit the jumper.
Nice shot by David Lynch.
He
Larry Bird-esque falling out of bounds.
Yeah, protecting the basketball the whole way with his body. Strong right hand dribble. And just like you said, just like Larry Bird would do, kind of falling out of bounds on the baseline, making that jumper. Buchanan crossing over, pulls up, 18-footer, short. Ball batted around. Rebounded by Azzy Harrison. We're going to get a foul against David Lynch. His second, team's fifth.
So now you're down to 93 seconds left, as you would say. That's your 15 foul. Down by 5. At some point, you start to foul here. It's a lot of time left to make it a free throw shooting contest, but again, it's still a 2-possession game. A bucket here makes it a 3-possession game if you're Classical.
Paquette and Brock in, Valine and Abdullah out.
You can run this clock down to under a minute if you want to.
Sure. Off the inbound, it's Buchanan. And it kind of feels like that's exactly what Classical is going to do unless they're forced the issue. Buchanan drives in, now he'll back out. Crosses over, drives the lane again, skip pass on the baseline. Ball batted around, loose on the ground. Mess of bodies hit. We're going to get a tied up basketball. Doesn't matter. It's Bishop Hendricken ball. 1:15 to go here in the fourth quarter.
David Lynch going to the ref saying, Chris Bohack saying, man, I was calling timeout. I said, yeah, I don't know you weren't.
Yeah. Del Judas was pointing to the Classical direction, and the ref's like, look at the possession arrow. That means nothing. Final 75 seconds of the fourth quarter. 62-57 Classical over Hendricken. Hendricken with the ball. Trailing by 5.
So again, the last 2 trips of Classical, they're coming up empty after they get to 62.
Wally in the lane. Goes strong. He's going to get fouled. Is it Del Judas or is it St. Franck? It's Del Judas. That's his third. And to the line to shoot 2 will be Wally.
This minute 7 is going to feel like an eternity to both fan bases. And here comes your mental toughness now. You're 31 minutes into the game. What do you have left mentally besides physically?
Wally misses a first.
And the other thing too, now every missed shot, every missed free throw weighs on you more and more at both ends. And again, how you control your emotions is going to carry you through.
Wally misses both free throws. St. Franck on the rebound for the purple. Buchanan sprinting up court. Gets across the timeline. Ball punched out from behind by Lynch. Wally was driving, but he got fouled. Smart foul by Buchanan. 58 seconds to go. Third foul on Buchanan. Wally will go to the line for 2. That's so smart by Marquise Buchanan.
Yep. Don't let him get ahead of steam, and that number's going the other way. Jamal Gomes wants an intentional foul on Buchanan. That's no more of an intentional foul than when he got muckled earlier by Michael Paquette. You're pointing as I was saying
Yeah.
it. You're remiss if we didn't thank the credit unions for getting us here again to the Ryan Center, the Credit Union Classic.
Wally will hit the first. .58 seconds to go. Lead is 4. Wally trying to make it a one-possession game, and he does. And we're going to get a full timeout here from Coach Jamal Gomes. We'll take a...
Buchanan had to foul him.
I mean, it's a smart foul. You had the junior who missed poorly on his last 2 free throws. Ball tipped. It goes out of bounds, and it'll remain with the Hawks. But here's my issue with that. It's coming off of made free throws. Traverse the baseline.
Yeah, we saw it all in the girls' game as well. You can run the baseline.
Lynch to trigger from in front of his own bench. We heard this yesterday. Paquette dribbling to the hole. Puts up a shot. Won't hit the basket. Rebound. Brock kicks out. Chin for Lynch. Avoids a defender. Shoots a 3 and connects.
Wow, David Lynch. Clutch play by David Lynch.
We're tied up. 35 seconds.
John Kavanaugh saying, run your offense.
That's all you got to do. Tied at 62. Final 25 seconds. 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. So
there's nobody sitting here.
St. Frank picks up his dribble. Nyakun for Buchanan. Final 9 seconds on the shot clock. Buchanan crossing over. Steps back. Takes a 3. Off the rim. Won't go. 5 seconds to go. Lynch, 2, 1. Heaves it to the basket.
Ooh.
We're going to overtime.
Why not? To win the season, let's play 4 more. And Jared has his hand on his head, said almost once again.
From our angle, we couldn't really see how well that shot was. But then when it hit the right side of the backboard, you realize that was a lot closer than I thought it was originally. 4-minute overtimes until the teams pass out or we have a winner. And why not? It's the state championship.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I mean, everybody who has an NFHS network account, getting a little extra, chasing free basketball.
Yeah, I like that. Well, full disclosure, I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, so I used to watch TBS and Skip Carey, before Chip Carey. And he would say that when they went into extra innings, free baseball for our fans. And I got to tell you, couldn't have expected anything different from this championship game, especially after we started with Classical at a 15-2 run to open the game. Hendricken took a 1-point lead to the locker room. Classical led after 3. We're tied after 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's just good basketball, and that's why these two teams are left standing. 2 of the class acts in Division I. You know, Hendricken with 21 titles, right? And that's in 20 they were regular season champions, and there was no tournament. And last year they won it. And Classical has 7 titles. They won this year, obviously 21-22, and the last time they won the state title, 2012-2013.
David Lynch with 10 second-half points.
He just really, again, the senior like he did yesterday, trying to put his team on his back.
We're going to start with a tip. It'll be Evanston, St. Frank, and David Lynch in the circle. St. Frank wins back for Buchanan. 4-minute overtimes until we get a winner. Buchanan in the lane, drops it off. Del Judas blocked from behind by Wally. Second block of the game for Wally. And he's going to slow things down for the Hawks, who have Matthew Brock, Mike Paquette, David Lynch, Cameron Chin, and Ezzy Wally on the floor.
Again, the pace of play, right? We're in the low 60s. You had said it earlier, George. This is the way Hendricken wants to play.
Marquise Buchanan, Alexis Del Judas, Azzy Harrison, Elijah Nyakun, and Evanston St. Frank, the starting 5 for the Purple. Jumper won't fall. Del Judas the rebound. Both teams empty in their first trip down the floor. Harrison will defer for Buchanan.
I think here, if you're Classical, you know, you got to stop, maybe the opportunity to run to try to push this ball.
Buchanan straight away. Crossing over, steps back, takes a jumper off the back iron, won't fall. Batted around, and St. Frank the offensive rebound and put back.
Boy, good presence by Evanston St. Frank right there. Got the rebound, strong with the basketball, kept his body straight.
Paquette dribble, drive, kick for Chin. 3, won't go. Rebound, Paquette batted it out for Brock, and it's Wally on the reset.
Good job right there by Paquette. Heads up play by the diminutive guard for the Hawks.
Wally gets a screen, takes a jumper, can't hit it. Buchanan, strong rebound, and will slow things down. 2:25 to go here in the first overtime, live from the Ryan Center.
I wonder at some point if
Buchanan saw daylight, can't finish though.
Got himself to the rim. A little too much English on that basketball. Again, it's 3 times in the last 3 trips where it's been in and out for him. Twice with the left.
By the way, both teams gain a timeout in here in this overtime. So Bishop Hendricken with 2 timeouts. Chin for 3 from the wing, and he got it. Second 3-pointer of the night for Chin. 1-point lead for Hendricken.
They haven't led in a long, long time. Since 33-30.
Harrison driving the lane, floater, can't get it. Rebound there by Wally. We're going to get a foul, and he's standing over the player, and officials quickly go over to tell him to calm down, as did David Lynch. Azzy Harrison whistled for the foul. Fouls reset to 5 apiece. No, fouls do not reset. I'm sorry. So to the line to shoot 2 will be Wally to try to extend this lead with 97 seconds to go.
Good job trying to drive to the basket, and Hendricken just really packing it in interior defensively.
Wally hits the first. Game high 25 points for Wally. Ties Azariah Harrison with the game highs. Wally hits both. 3-point lead for Hendricken, 67-64, 95 seconds to go in the first overtime.
No need to go for a 3 here. You just got to get you need points on the board is what you need.
Harrison for Buchanan, crossing over. Back at the elbow. Now driving the lane. Gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Almost got the continuation, but he'll go to the line for 2 with 82 seconds to go.
Yeah, that works as well. It's a clock stop.
It's 4th foul against Cam Chin. 16th foul against Bishop Hendricken.
Chin has only 6 points with the big 3s in the 3rd, and now here in the overtime, the 4th, and now in the overtime, and give the Hawks the lead.
Buchanan hits the first. 19 points for the senior, will call this area home as he's here playing football next season for the University of Rhode Island as a defensive back. Buchanan misses a second. Lynch grabs a rebound. 2-point lead for the Hawks. 80 seconds to go. First overtime. Paquette slowly walking it up court. Cross court for Wally. Watch the clock here. It's in the front court at 25 seconds. Paquette double teamed. He's going to call a timeout. Lynch, unbelievable, asking for a foul. They're not going to get it.
No, he was yelling timeout, timeout, and the whistle hadn't blown, so the Classical did the right thing. He's going to get up on him. You play until you hear a whistle.
Full timeout. We're going to stay right here at the Ryan Center. Hendricken 67, Classical 65, 109 left in the first overtime.
I have Cameron Shin with 6, Matthew Brock with 6. These are Wally with 27, Michael Paquette 8, David Lynch 18, with Shan Verlaine 2.
That's what I have.
And on the other side, Marquise Buchanan 19, Alexis Del Judas 11, Evanston St. Frank 10, and Azzy Harrison 25.
Yeah. We saw Elijah Nyakun step up big in the semifinals and finals of the divisional tournament. He's been kind of quiet this weekend, but he's played important defense tonight. That doesn't mean just because he's not in the book as a scorer doesn't mean he's done nothing.
Yeah, he does a lot of little things. I like what John Cavanaugh did right there. He didn't bring his guys to the bench. All 5 of the guys and the coach, they put their arms around each other. right out near the free throw line, extended in front of their bench, and they're all. He said he was talking, and every guy was nodding their head, saying, "You're right, you're right." And then Marquise Buchanan said a little something as well, and they're coming out of the timeout, ready to go to battle one more time here.
69 seconds to go, 22 on the shot clock for the Hawks.
Watch Lynch try to get this ball down the other end.
Wally for Paquette. Final 60 seconds of the first overtime. Hawks by 2, 67-65. Paquette, skip pass. Ball almost got knocked away. Wally controls 3 from deep. Can't hit it. 47 seconds. You don't need to rush. You don't need to rush. You could tie this game up. 12-second differential.
Well, I don't have a stake in this game, and I'm on the edge of my seat. That's a great basketball.
My leg's been bouncing since midway through the third quarter, so I understand what you're saying, Marty. Del Judas. Harrison. 12 on the shot clock for the purple. Buchanan spins, kicks out. Harrison tries to drive the lane, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Ball loose, grabbed by the Hawks. 14 seconds to go. Wally gets fouled.
They got the look they wanted. Ozzie Harrison kind of turned the corner and kind of got ridden off the ball a little bit, did Harrison. Good presence of mind, though, for St. Frank to foul right away. Unfortunately, that sends for Classical, unfortunately, that sends Wally to the line. And Wally's been pretty proficient from the free throw line tonight with only 4 misses.
We're going to get a timeout here from John Cavanaugh. We'll stay right here at the Ryan Center. 60-65, Hendricken. So, on that play, like you mentioned, Marty, they had the look they wanted, and they were able to successfully grab that, successfully run that play. But at the end of the play, St. Frank and Harrison kind of collided with each other, both crashing after the basketball. And when Wally had it, St. Frank from the floor reached up and slapped his leg for the foul.
That's like 2 defensive backs kind of going after the ball if you're Classical. And both you guys, you're hustling for that loose ball rebound. They kind of knocked each other off, and the ball fell right in the hands of Wally. But, right, St. Frank, good presence of mind, man. I got a foul. Doesn't matter where I am. And, 2-point lead. Wally's going to get 2 free throws here. 1 miss. It's still a 1-position game. So, if you're John Cavanaugh, you say if we're down by 2, 3, or 4, this is what we're going to run. And even down by 4, it's a 2-possession game. You don't need a 3. If they're going to give you the take, get to the hole, call timeout, and set up your defense for a steal. We saw LaSalle do it yesterday against Hendricken.
That's right. .4 seconds to go in the first overtime. Wally will go to the line for 2 shots. Hendricken with a 2-point lead, 67-65.
Glasgow led almost wire to wire. The last time Hendricken led, it was 33-30 at the very end of the second quarter.
You can hear how loud the Ryan Center is. Wally hits the first. It's still a 1-possession game. 28 points for the junior.
The reason they're here is because of him.
How fitting. Wally will hit both. Buchanan pushing up court. 9 seconds to go. Nyakun for 3. Got it! And immediately, Cavanaugh calls timeout.
Ozzie Harrison. Yeah, okay, I have that in my bag. So now, irregardless, it's going to be a 1-possession game. You go for the steal, you play off the ball, try to double the first pass. The only problem with that is if it reverses, you have to make sure you rotate the foul right away. Or you play straight up man and face guard, don't get beat long, which is what I would do. Face guard, don't get beat long. If you don't steal, you foul right away. So you'll still have 5 seconds, 4 seconds, give or take, to have a shot of pushing that ball and getting a 3 to tie the game. Or win the game if you miss the free throws.
Ozzie Harrison, 28 points in the final as a sophomore.
Wow. I'm mentioning seniors on both teams. Marquise Buchanan, Alexis Del Judas, Abdul Ibiyemi, Elijah Nyakun, Rafe Cohen Shippey, and Jezreel Polanco for Classical. And for Hendricken, Peter Bibby, David Lynch, and Ryan Osley, only 3 seniors on this Hendricken roster.
We saw Osley play yesterday. He hasn't played at all today. Lynch to inbound, and they're not even going to put a body on him. Lynch thought about a baseball pass, now gets it down court for Pocket. He gets a pass. 3, 2, he's dribbling out, gets fouled with 1.8 seconds to go.
Well, when you have the quarterback of your state championship football team inbounding the ball,
I'm kind of surprised Harrison is fouled out. What a performance by this young man tonight. 28 points.
And John Kavanaugh very wisely takes his 20 seconds to regroup his guys. Yeah, great game by Azzy Harrison, the sophomore.
.8 seconds to go here in the first overtime. Paquette's on the line to shoot 2. Jordan Duke, obviously, checking in for the purple.
That's a good job by the official, too. You know, you got 20 seconds. You can go over and rush him. With everything at stake in this game, you know, let it play out the way it's supposed to.
Great awareness, as you just mentioned, just great awareness by that official. By all 3, really, because either one of them could have said, hey, let's go, let's hurry this up. Paquette's on the line for 2 shots. He's got 8 in the game, the junior.
So a miss here. You got to grab, take one dribble, and let it fly.
Hits the first. Either way, it's a 1-possession game. Kavanaugh calls timeout. Again, we're staying with you at the Ryan Center. Marty Crowley, George Bannister, our producer Jared Ware, Tim Scanlon, our camera operator, Don Boyle, our executive producer. Jared Ware fanning himself through the shirt. It's been a hot and heated contested game here for the nightcap, and really the last game of the RIIL winter season.
I guess it's only fitting, right? You go to overtime and you have such a battle, and I want to take a minute and, you know, obviously thank you, George and Jared, and our cameraman as well for the last couple of days and all season. I have the opportunity to work with you guys, and of course, hats off to Don Boyle, who pulls this all together for us and gives us the opportunity to work together. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding at the top of the broadcast when I said I wouldn't be anywhere else rather than here with you guys to complete the season.
I'll give a shout out to my wife, too, who's sitting courtside doing stats for me.
1.8 seconds to go. Paquette with one more free throw. On a miss, it's a couple of dribbles and a shoot, but it's a make. Who do you give it to? It's Buchanan. Dribbles, turns, shoots. Oh, it's off. Bishop Hendricken, your 2022 Credit Unions of Rhode Island Basketball Championships for boys. Marquise Buchanan immediately fell to the floor here at the Ryan